We are pleased as always to be bringing you coverage of the National Football League on EA Sports. Today, we've got a Week 13 matchup for you here, as it'll be the Carolina Panthers taking on the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. The calendar has turned to December, and we're in the home stretch now as we're underway in Week 13. And here comes a return from the middle. And look at this. Right away, a loose football. Oh, one of the linebackers has got it. And they take over already 5 yards deep into the red zone at the 15-yard line. So that a nightmarish start to a football game as they give the ball away on the opening kickoff.
And they put their defense in a bind right away. They have to go into protect mode.
Ready. Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. 10. Ready. Here's Raheem Mostert, the local product from right here in Florida. And effective running here. He'll take it down inside the 10. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3. He was solid last week, over 100 yards in their victory on the ground. They want to get that going again.
Absolutely. What they also understand is that from week to week, it's not necessarily the same, but they want it to be, right? What they saw last week on the ground, they want to see in this game as well.
Ready? 2nd down, here's Mostert again. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. 7 yards on the pickup there, and now they'll have it 1st and goal. Well, we know it's a tough mission for this defense to hold them to a field goal after that long kick return, but they're one play away from doing it.
They certainly are very close to accomplishing what they needed to get done, because they've treated this like a sudden change. You know, when the offense turns the ball over on a fumble or an interception, before you go out, you get together as a defense and go, sudden change, keep your poise, be ready to go. That's exactly what this group has done.
Only a yard on the pickup there. 2nd and goal.
Good work there, holding them out on 1st down. And this is going to be a battle down here on the goal line. Can they hold their ground for 2, maybe even 3 more plays?
Young takes it on the sneak. And he's swallowed up right near the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the sneak. Kind of a wasted play there, and now it's 3rd down.
Now, that was a little too conservative for my liking. It's only 2nd down, and they try to run the sneak. Give credit to the defense. They pushed them back and set up 3rd down.
This Tampa Bay defense, they held strong on the first 2 plays. Now 3rd and goal. Mostert is in. Touchdown, Carolina. Eddie Pinheiro now for the extra point. And this will be good to give the Panthers a 7-0 lead. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. Well, a dangerous return man showing it here. Past midfield, look out. And he's going to be out of bounds across the 50. Great return.
Well, you gave up the first touchdown of the game, but how about the response? Big-time return. Now it's their chance to try and put points on the board.
Mayfield on 1st down. And this is incomplete. You look at this Carolina defense. They were terrific in the win over Tennessee a week ago.
I don't know what the actual percentages are. I don't know the analytics on when you create 5 turnovers or takeaways in a game. But coaches have always told me, when you create a number that high, your chances of winning probably up over 98%.
They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4. Well, this defense for the Panthers, they were very strong last week in the win over Carolina.
And I don't know what the actual percentages are, and I don't know the analytics when you create 5 turnovers or takeaways in a game. But coaches always say, when you create a number that high, your chances of winning probably up over 98%. I haven't seen that number quantified, but I believe them.
Here is 3rd down and 4.
Hey, alert, 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 alert. Done.
Mayfield. He's got his running back out of the backfield. And he's going to have the Bucs first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Plenty of things to talk about here, partner, but to me, their defense gave up a touchdown on the first drive. How about how they're responding, coming back? That's a big 3rd down pickup to keep their drive alive.
Evans has it left side. And he's brought down at the 24 after a gain of 4. The Buccaneers hit 6-5 now on the year. And they were winners their last time out, so they'll be looking to make it 2 in a row.
And so much about football, partner, comes down to mindset. Being in the right frame of mind, and the best way to get in that good frame of mind, winning. So they come in feeling good. They get the home crowd behind them. I think they're going to be tough to beat in this one.
A 2nd down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
Against a team coming off a win, just as your team did the previous week, you talk about being physical all game long. Sometimes being physical is just being on the spot and helping force the incompletion.
Let's go.
On 3rd down, Mayfield. Over the middle, he finds Godwin complete. And he is going to have the Buccaneers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. And forget about the run to set up the pass. They're just coming out throwing.
Forget trying to set anything up. They feel like they have the advantage. They feel like they have the matchups, and they're just attacking right now.
Yep, going to the air on the opening drive. Quick throw, and Mayfield completes it. And able to break 1 tackle, but then quickly brought down. And a nice little gain. That will go as a pickup of 7 on the 7th play of the drive. That was a lightning-fast decision that time. He just caught it, got rid of it.
Because he saw his guy was going to be open immediately. So he took the R, the run, out of the play. He took the O, the option, out of the play, and immediately got to the pass.
And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that's going to lead to a 3rd and 4 coming up.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
This will be play number 9 of the drive here as they need 4 yards on 3rd down.
Real.
Here's Mayfield. He'll get that out to the flat to right. And the Bucs are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. Now, Charles, with that completion, I'm told that puts him now over 3,000 yards passing on the campaign.
And, Brandon, I think we have to start to think about where we are in the season, because right now, 4,000 is not out of the question. I think a big game or two, he's certainly capable of getting that done.
Hauls it in. Touchdown, Bucs. Mike Evans. Touchdown now on the year. And the Bucs are an extra point away from evening this one up. And we remember, of course, all scoring plays need to be verified upstairs. And I think they're going to at least take a look at this. So take away the touchdown there, as that's going to be ruled an incomplete pass. White is into the end zone for a Tampa Bay touchdown.
That's a great response here in this first quarter. And what I like about it is how they put this drive together. The other guys scored quickly to start the game, but this was smart football to not feel like you have to go out and score quickly yourself. So they worked the ball down the field, took their time, and finished with the touchdown run.
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29.
The Panthers take over first and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go.
So both of these teams, Charles, coming off touchdowns now, but this offense
taking it right down Broadway.
Now he's loose at the 40.
Inside the 20. Touchdown, Carolina.
Raheem Mostert with now 15 rushing touchdowns on the year.
And the Panthers have taken the lead.
Boy, Charles, this offense is just so explosive. They lead the league in scoring, and another example of just how good they are right there on that play.
Yeah, we often overstate about how explosive teams are, but this team is truly a threat to score on every snap, especially on the first few plays of any series. And a big strike like that only adds to their reputation as the league's best offense.
They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And he'll be dropped at the 21-yard line. So bringing it out of the end zone proves not a good decision. Loses him about 4 yards. The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. They currently sit 1 game over 500 thanks to their victory a week ago.
But Charles, they've been really an up-and-down team all year. Do you think that they have enough to get into the playoffs?
Well, you did mention they've been up and down all year, so to me, depends on what week you catch them. When they're at their best, I think they're definitely playoff worthy. But to me, they haven't been able to bring the intensity week in and week out, and that could be their Achilles heel.
On second down, Mayfield again. A quick pass here to Godwin. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. 50 catches for him now on the year, and he's got a first down.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
A first down throw for Mayfield. And he'll throw this one away. I don't think he's out of the pocket. No, here comes the flag.
We saw it, too. Nobody in the vicinity of that throw, and that earns him the penalty.
Yeah, you've got to at least get it close enough to one of your own guys in order to dodge the penalty.
They lose the yardage, and, of course, they also lose the down on the grounding call, and it's quickly 2nd and long. Running out of the gun with White. And this one will go to the 28-yard line. That's a gain of 11. Would have been a first down if not for that penalty moments ago.
So here's a 3rd and 14.
From the gun, Mayfield. Able to find the open man. That's complete.
And he's going to have the Bucs first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons everywhere, and they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people. But you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well, and that's what they just did on that play.
A couple of first downs on the drive already, as they'll go from the 47 now on first down. Working out of the gun, Mayfield. Looking left side, and he's got him in. That's White. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. The result, only 4 yards there on the play, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
Now back to the ground game with White.
Call it a gain of a yard, and it's going to bring up 3rd and 5.
But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
Mayfield looks to throw. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he is going to have the Buccaneers first down as he's able to get 8 yards there on 3rd and 5.
They've been moving the ball well, but this drive was in danger of stalling out. Fortunately, this is a nice throw here, and they're able to pick up a new set of downs.
Real.
Play action now. Here's Mayfield. Rolling, and he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. They'll wind up losing 3 there on the sack. Good pressure, and it's 2nd down. Through 1 quarter, 14-7 our score. So maybe just a momentary setback on what's been a great drive so far, but 2nd and 13 here. Mayfield down. Under pressure, they got him again. Linval Joseph in there to drop him, and sacks on 1st and 2nd downs. Now leads to a 3rd and long.
Yeah, some real defensive resistance there, saying not so fast to a good drive. They had marched to the end zone the last time out.
This offense 2 for 2 on 3rd downs on this drive. They're in for a tough test here, though. 3rd and long. Mayfield now from the 50. Looking left side, it's complete. He's got him. 14 yards is the pickup there, but it'll still lead to a 4th down. Seems as if the passing attack's starting to heat up a little bit here in the 2nd quarter.
You can sense and you can see the momentum, because now they're reading their patterns downfield, they're understanding the coverages, and they're finding the open holes in the defense.
So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number 1. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
The Panthers take over 1st and 10 at their own 14-yard line.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive.
Well, partner, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. He rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted.
Picked up by Levante David. And it's a pick 6. He brings it back to the house for Buccaneer TD.
Excellent play there, CD, on the pick 6, and I think were they a nickel? Did they have an extra DB out there?
Yeah, Brandon, I think they were in standard nickel, not the Buffalo, as teams like to call it, meaning 3 safeties for big nickel. They just wanted to take away the quarterback's throwing lanes, and that's exactly what they did, and came through with a big-time pick 6.
So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
Let's go. Eagle blue. Cut.
Back to it after the pick 6. Young. Short throw to the tight end Thomas. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. Solid way to start the drive. 13 yards, picking up the first. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
A run with Mostert up the middle. And he'll get what he can up the middle. 3 yards. That'll bring up 2nd down.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
2nd and 7.
Green Jack. You, yellow.
Young.
Getting this out to the flat, Mostert. And he's able to break out of one tackle, but then quickly brought down. They'll give him 4 yards there. And now we've got a 3rd and 3.
And a nice gain and a broken tackle along the way. And really, we shouldn't be surprised, should we? That's what runners do, especially the best ones. They break tackles and gain extra yardage.
Let's go now.
They'll come up now, 3rd and 3.
Black Ultra. Ready?
Now here's Young. Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. William Jackson with a pick. And what a return as he brings this all the way back down to the 20-yard line.
A tough adjustment to the NFL throughout his rookie season, and his problem with turnovers is only exacerbated by his early showing today. That's a couple for him here in this first half, and he's cleared the double-digit mark for the entire season.
First down, and it's a fumble. Could have been a costly mistake, but as it turns out, they keep possession.
You can't give away these types of opportunities in the red zone. And I'm sure that was flashing through his brain as the ball escaped his hands. Fortunately for him, able to get picked up by his team, fumble recovered. They still have an opportunity deep in the red zone.
On second down, they'll run with White. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. It's a gain of 6, moves him to a manageable 3rd and 2 situation.
So if you've been playing defense in this one, there's a little bit of the good and some bad, because they did give up the touchdown run to him earlier, but shut him down otherwise.
Outside of that, you're exactly right. I would say they've contained him very well.
He's going to be a yard short. Needed 2, but only got 1. 4th down.
Well, they picked up a portion of it, but not all that they needed. Now that leads to a decision on 4th and 1. Let's see what they decide to do.
And no move to get the offense off the field. They'll stay put on 4th and 1. To throw, Mayfield. That is caught. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. They're able to keep the drive alive, 7 yards that time, and the decision to go for it proves to be a good one. They only needed that 1 yard going for it on 4th. I got to be honest, I thought they were going to stay on the ground. They surprised me. Did they surprise you?
I'm with you on that one. I thought they'd find a way to create some type of a power run and try and pick up the first down, but they decided keep the ball in the hands of the guy who could throw it, and it paid off.
Yeah, the decision paid off indeed. It'll be a 3-yard pickup, and it brings up 2nd and goal.
You know, when this offense gets down here near the end zone, they're going to turn to their bell cow, and this guy's been a touchdown machine all year. Excellent job stopping him there on first down.
Hey, alert, 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 alert. Stop.
Again, this is White. And good work there defensively as they're able to keep him out of the end zone. Now, they'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is 3rd and goal. White. Touchdown, Buccaneers. CD, there didn't seem to be much resistance there down near the goal line.
Yeah, Parker, from what I saw there, not a real good job of matching up defensively, because to me, they looked like they were just in their base 3-4 package. You need bigger bodies in there in a goal line type situation. The 3-4 fine between the 20s, but not down here when you're guarding your end zone.
Extra point by McLaughlin is up and good. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. He will return this from deep in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled at the 15. This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. Now, they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, you had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. It's Young on first down. Flush to his right. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away.
And it's more play there. He's probably saying, I wish I would have done that on the last drive instead of throwing the interception.
Young's incompletion on first down leads to a 2nd and 10. The play action fake. They'll look to throw.
That one complete downfield to Thomas.
And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. A first down there on a pickup of 25.
Well, there's no disputing. He's made some poor throws in this first half, but this was a good one. And you can bet this is an offense that isn't going to pull back. They believe in what he can do. So all you can do is look forward, and they pick up a first down.
And he'll be taken down after a short gain as that takes us to the 2-minute warning.
Here we go, set. Pause, red. Smash, red. Ready, ready.
Now Young.
And that one too wide and incomplete.
So he's 3 for 7 throwing the football right now. Not an awful start, but also not the sharpest of starts.
I would agree with that, but if you're a confident quarterback and you put that position you have to be, you just act like there's something wrong with the wind currents or something wrong with the ball.
It is not you. Keep throwing. That timing usually develops.
He's going to get that to his running back out of the backfield.
Touchdown, Panthers.
Raheem Mostert.
On his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns.
And the Panthers are back within a score. Piñeiro's extra point up and good.
And that cuts the lead to 3, 24-21. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line.
Now a hit and a loose football. And I believe he was able to get this back. He was. Boy, after giving up the touchdown, lucky that didn't turn into another.
I didn't do this in college, but I did it in high school. When you return kicks and you lose it yourself, the panic that goes through you and the determination to get the ball back, I don't even know how to describe it. And I think we just saw an example there.
Yeah, and the relief when you get it back like he did.
Yeah, you go to the sidelines, you know you're going to get yelled at, but you can handle it because you got the ball back.
And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line.
When you run a screen pass really well, you got to like the look of it because so many parts come together to make it work well. The offensive linemen, where they're faking people out, the back slipping out there, catching the football, then all of them going together as one unit downfield. A really nice pickup.
Hey, alert, 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 alert. Up, up. What's up?
Now a give up the middle. This is White. They find some open field here. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down.
42 yards rushing for him now with a couple of touchdown runs to boot.
Mayfield now looking to throw on first down. And his throw is going to be incomplete.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time.
2nd and 10.
Real. King. Watch out.
Now Mayfield. Looking for Godwin, and he's got him complete. And they get to him after a gain of 6 to the 46.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
This now a 3rd and 4.
Throwing, Mayfield.
And he'll be brought down at the 27.
Now the Bucs going to use the first of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 20 seconds to go in the first half. That catch now puts him on the doorstep of 500. It's his 499th reception. A quick throw caught by Evans out wide. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And they'll have a 2nd and 1 forthcoming. They'll go up the middle with White. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. The Bucs going to go ahead and use the 2nd of their timeouts. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. A chance to really cap off a big first half here as they come up on 1st and goal. Mayfield to throw it. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
Had an open man that time, but ended up putting a little too much heat on it, don't you think, partner?
Absolutely. Just needed a touch more air under it. Instead, he fired an absolute bullet. They'll try again here from the 7 on 2nd and goal.
Let's go. Done.
They run straight ahead here with White. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Buccaneers. Rashad White in the final seconds of the first half. And the Buccaneers will extend their lead here just before halftime. Extra point by McLaughlin is up and good. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. 4 seconds, all that remain here this first half as the kick gets away. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And with only 4 seconds on the clock, time likely for just 1 snap of the football. And this will go as a short gain on what will be the final act of this first half. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the 3rd quarter. The Bucs ready for the kickoff. And here we go. It's in the air. Now this will be returned from deep in the end zone. And he's probably realizing he should have stayed in the end zone as he can only muster a return to the 14-yard line. This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. And they trail here to begin the second half. What's going to be a key for them to get back in the game?
I think they're right there, and I think this game is still up for the taking for them because we always talk about turnovers. They had 2 of them in the first half, and once you start talking about if you have 3, 4, or 5, you know it's beyond difficult to try and win a football game with that.
There he goes, right side. Now he's loose again. Touchdown, Carolina. Raheem Mostert. Touchdown number 22 on the season. And the Panthers come right out of the locker room and score here in the opening minute of the 3rd quarter. The PAT good. It would draw him closer, but hold on just a second. A flag is down on the field.
So they'll go ahead and accept the penalty. After the roughing penalty on the PAT, they'll kick off from 15 yards further upfield. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Now Mayfield and the Bucs come up on 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. For right side here, complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That one nearly 30 yards, 29 officially.
As they began this drive, I was wondering how they were going to attack since they're playing with the lead. Would they continue to try and push the ball downfield? Well, after one play, it appears that the answer is yes.
On a handoff, it's White. Well, he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. On the give, it's White. And he'll go down here at the 35-yard line. 5 yards is the pickup there as that extends this drive.
I think we all suspected that they were going back to him after he found the end zone on his last carry. And they kept the positive momentum going there. Another nice run by him.
They go right back to White here on 1st down. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
And plays like that are exactly what this defense needs here early in the second half to give it a little spark. I think their halftime adjustments, what they talked about, maybe it was just a little inspirational speech. Who knows? But looks like they're ready to go.
Mayfield. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And this will go as a gain of 7 as he gets it to the 30-yard line.
I always laugh when people say, what's the toughest route to defend? And I'm like, any of them, especially if it's a good receiver. That makes things very difficult. But when you're running a drag route, something short, shallow, going through defenders, in order to get open, that makes things tough for guys trying to get to the football.
And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he'll be out of bounds as he
Featured receiver on this drive. They've looked his way a number of times. Why not get it to him on 3rd down? And they do. And they're able to keep this drive moving.
And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
This has been an up and down, back and forth type of a game, hasn't it? Maybe this long drive, take a little bit of the wind out of their sails, kind of settle things down a little bit.
Here's Mayfield. Escaping the pressure right. He'll wind up getting 4 there on his own, but it will leave him now with a 3rd down situation.
Partner just a second earlier, and they might have had him because they certainly thought they were going to close in and drop him behind the line of scrimmage, but he had just enough time to dodge the pressure, and he ends up getting yardage before being stopped.
3rd and short yardage. Mayfield. This is White on the screen. And he is going to lose yardage here. It'll be a loss of 2, maybe 3 on the play, and that's going to make it 4th down. Chase McLaughlin now for the field goal try. This just a 35-yard attempt from the left hash. And this one is right through, and that will double their lead as it's up to 6. So 3 points and a response there to that opening touchdown of this 3rd quarter.
And that's an important 3, both in terms of adding to your lead, but also letting the other guys know you're not going to just come out in the second half and take over.
Well, from deep in the end zone, he's going to bring this out. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown. Their last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down.
Ready?
Now a run up the middle with Drake. And they'll get this just to the 47. 1-yard gain.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
Now 2nd and 9.
Here's Young. And down he goes. A Buccaneer sack. Vita Vea gets him for a loss of 8. What great push up front. Chalk that up as their first sack in this game, and they tallied 4 a week ago.
And probably not as much exultation in that sack as what took us so long. Because when you get 4 the previous week, you're counting on continuing that momentum. They didn't get that done in the first half of the game. Let's see now if they start to bring even more exotic pressure towards the quarterback.
And he was able to shed 1 tackle but could not get away from there. 3 yards, all they could muster there, and it'll bring up 4th down.
How about that strategy there, Brandon? 3rd down, they just said, we've got faith in our tackles. We'll give you the short stuff, and just decided to protect the sticks. So every time I hear fans telling me tackling's not a part of the game anymore, plays like that, I can clip and save and show them you have to tackle well if you want to be a good defense.
Just a net of 34 there following a punt of 44 yards. And the Bucs will get ready to go on offense. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And they split the uprights last time for 3. They've got the lead. They're not going to play this conservative. They're not hoping for another field goal. They're hoping for a touchdown.
I'm with you on that one. I like where your head is. I like the way you're thinking because you're exactly right. Trying to sit on a lead and play that well, that doesn't work too well for most teams. Run your offense. Run what you do best. Exactly. Put it all the way down and try to increase your lead in a big way. And the best way to do it, touchdowns.
From the 22 now, here's the 2nd down and 9.
They keep it on the ground. White again. Give him 4 on the ground there. They're now left with 3rd and 6.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
Here's 3rd and 6.
Point it right, point it right, point it right. Up, left. Up, left. Pistol.
From the shotgun, it's Mayfield. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. That's a gain of nearly 40 yards on 3rd and medium to pick up the first. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. They will run with White out of the shotgun. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it. 3 quarters in the books. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Second down and 8.
Hey, alert, 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 alert. Alert, 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 alert. Done.
From the gun, Mayfield. Quick hitter here, it's complete. Call it a gain of 6 on the play. And now 2 yards to go on 3rd down. They like going to him in the slot. He catches another one.
I think this comes under the heading of until they stop him, why not go back to him? He has something going really well. Great working relationship with the guy throwing the ball, and they keep making the connection.
Mayfield on 3rd and 2. And he's going to be taken down here. A sack back at the 32.
Multiple defenders there to drop him for a loss of 4.
So here we go. Maybe the biggest kick of the game forthcoming. This to make it a 2-score game. And this one looks good. It is good. Right down the pipe. And high fives for that one as that drive ends in 3.
So that CD, an important one here in the fourth quarter.
And that importance cannot be overstated. All eyes on both sidelines were staring that one down all the way. The significance is that they made it a 2-score game. Still lots of time left to go, but likely that was their goal at the start of the drive. Get 3 points, make it a 2-score game, and they were able to get it done.
Ready.
This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. And the complexion of this one has changed a fair amount. That last field goal made it a 2-score game, so they need to get points out of this drive relatively quickly.
And now they're in the hurry-up.
It's a gain of 8. Brings up 2nd and 2. At the 22-yard line.
Ready.
On play action, Young. Short throw underneath to Hurst. And he gets this up just shy of the 30 to the 29 before he's out of bounds. 7 yards there and a first down.
This possession means so much for them. They've got to focus on this drive and find a way to make this a one-possession game.
Yes.
Got to get a score.
Yeah, so good with a field goal. Don't necessarily need a touchdown. Now a nice throw here right side. He hauls it in. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. That goes for a gain of 31.
Despite writing it down on my notes, I never give enough credit to the offensive line, and we have to here. The protection, that's what made this play a success. Quarterback had to wait for his crossing route to develop, and that takes a little bit of extra time. Excellent job by the big fellas up front.
He'll find Thielen working the middle. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. 2nd and 2.
Adam Thielen. 8 yards.
Young, he's going to change it up.
2nd and 2. At the Buccaneers, 33 yards.
Up the middle they go with Mostert.
And he'll be brought down at the 27-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down. Now, yes, a 2-possession game, but a good chunk of time on the clock, so they have the ability still there to run it on 2nd and short, but maybe they need to pick it up a bit.
You're right. They did pick up the first down there, but as you mentioned, they have to pick up the pace now because it's a 2-possession game. They've got to get there twice to make sure they have a chance to win.
Young on first down. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. It's Devin White, the linebacker. And the Buccaneers are going to have the short field here as they'll take over right at the 50. Certainly not what he was hoping for, Charles. That's now 3 interceptions in this ball game.
But there's a lot of knowledge to be gleaned every time you throw an interception if you do things the right way. And hasn't there been a pretty darn good quarterback along the way who threw a lot of interceptions early, learned from them, and became great later?
Who would that be?
That'd be one Peyton Manning. Threw 28 his rookie year. That's the NFL record. How'd things turn out for him?
I think okay. He's the guy in all the commercials now, right?
Yeah, I think he's doing okay.
2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. Got to figure now after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance of ending up winning this game.
2nd down, Mayfield. Airing this one out for Evans. And that will be incomplete. Trying to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
That's some good closing speed there defensively because that looked open for a minute. But that's great work with the ball in the air. Never gave up, converged on his man, and broke the play up.
Hey, alert 33.
On 3rd down, Mayfield. And he nearly got the first himself, but it appears he's going to be about a yard or two short. A solid run of 11 there as he tucked it and ran, but he's still short of the marker, and it's fourth.
That was a good effort there, trying to do it on his own, but as a defender, you're in a tough spot because you have coverage responsibilities behind you, and if you take off too quick to try and get him down, he might loft it over your head.
So better to track with your man defensively than try to go up and make a stop on the quarterback.
Exactly right. What you're hoping is that your guys in the front seven can get him down.
He's got his target. That's complete. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. Fourth down, no problem. Just a ho-hum pickup of 14 to keep the offense on the field.
Well, normally you might say start running the football. You've got the lead here in the fourth quarter, but the way that they passed it with such success, I don't know, maybe keep throwing it.
Yeah, I think you brought up something that goes against conventional wisdom, right? At this stage of the game, you would think you would switch to a running attack, but you're exactly right. They've thrown it so well throughout the game, and trusting this quarterback, I think you continue to do so. Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces, and I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. This offense has had a lot to like in this game. I don't know that last play, though, is going to make the highlight reel.
It's not going to make the highlight reel, but it will be the focus of the film session that the team has to sit through. I've sat through those before. Never any fun. You're always excited about your good plays, and they actually fast forward through those. All right, that was good. All right, great. They get to the bad ones and really illuminate them. Not cool.
2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. Now, this is a big third down, and you'd have to think we'd see a timeout right away if they can't stop him here. Mayfield looks to throw. Here's White. They set up the screen. And he'll get this to the 23, but that'll be well short of what he needed. 3 yards, all they could muster there, and it'll bring up fourth down.
Good reactions there defensively. That screen was a little slow in developing, and they shut that one down with little gain.
So on fourth down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. From the right hash, this from an even 40 yards out. And his kick is good. And that will extend their lead even further. So that not just important in the fact that it widens their lead, but really that was a textbook job of just hanging on to the football.
And we know all the time that coaches talk about time of possession. Sometimes it's a stat that doesn't matter much, but in this drive, it matters a lot. They want to reduce time and score points and lock this game down.
And he'll be brought down at the 28-yard line, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone gets him 3 more.
At their own 28-yard line.
This is first and 10.
Right, 97.
Here's Young.
Pressure too much. Down he goes. He couldn't get rid of it. He winds up losing a yard. It's second down. I don't think that was a blitz, was it?
No, not at all. I mean, there was no blitz called on the play. Had other responsibilities, but he saw an opportunity, saw a path, and he took it.
And they'll indeed take a knee.
And as this defense walks off the field, they can do so with their heads held high. What a performance. Well, by the offense, too. I mean, really, Charles, just complete domination on both sides of the football here in this one.
Certainly was, and I think both sides compete against each other all the time. You go at each other in practice, obviously your training camps, your off-season. But on game day, you both want to show your best. And I think that's what we saw from both the offense and the defense, a complete team victory.
So for the Buccaneers, the win moves them a couple games over 500 now at 7-5. And they'll hit the road next week to take on the Atlanta Falcons. Meanwhile, for Carolina, this could hurt in the race for home field advantage as they drop to 10-2 on the year. And they'll try to turn things around next week as they have a matchup in New Orleans against the Saints. So for our entire crew, alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Thanks for watching, everybody. We'll see you next time.